Hi, how's it going? Slevin here. I just wanted to talk to you about what I've been up to this year so far. So let's start off with uh, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. So yeah, so last year in November, Bluey came out with a game. Well, a game came out based on Bluey, the TV show, and my son loves that show. He watches it just on repeat all day, puts on background noise as he plays Roblox and just listens and watches and just laughs. And he wanted the game. I was more unsure about getting him the game because the developers who did it, Outright Games, they do a lot of shovel games, shovelware where they just put games out, and I felt like they're buggy, and that's just a bad thing for. That's a bad thing in general, but it's bad when it's a kids game because they aim for kids, like they do games for Paw Patrol, things like that. I bought my son Paw Patrol, and there was a stage he didn't get past, and I just had to go online, and I just saw a lot of forums and comments that their kids couldn't finish the game, and usually the developers had to patch it so they could fix it, and I did not want that to happen again with Bluey. So he remembered that. He said he could wait. Our friends got their son the game, and they loved it, so naturally I had to get my son the game because now it was okay to play. So we played as a family. We had fun. He loved it. I loved it. He got the platinum trophy for it, which is great. He likes that. Took about 3 hours. It's not a challenging game. It's not long at all. So if your kid loves Bluey and they want to try the game out, I say go for it. Uh, he also had his recent 100 days of school, and he wrote what he wanted to accomplish before turning 100 years old. He wrote he wanted to go to Japan, he wants to go camping, and he wants to beat me and getting platinum trophies. And I lit up as a dad. I lit up when I read that. It was the cutest thing, and also really competitive thing came out to me because he did cap me at 104 trophies or platinum trophies. And right now I'm at 88, so I'm kind of scared what happens once I get 104. You know what I mean? But I'm excited for that. Uh, so what I've been up to besides that is I finally got the platinum trophies for the Uncharted series uh, by Naughty Dog and for PlayStation. Uh, I was actually introduced to Naughty Dog by Uncharted. I did not get a PS2. I was Nintendo, and I never had a PS2. I got a PS3 because I did not like the Wii, and I played Uncharted, and I loved it. I did not play Jack and Dexter, and I did not play Crash Bandicoot, and I slept on The Last of Us until it was remastered for PS4. But Uncharted, I did get, and I did play the series day one. I loved it. Always want to get the platinum trophy for it, for the franchise. Talked about it a lot with my friends. Something we all wanted to do. We just didn't want to put in the work. You got to do the game on crushing mode. And I want to say on the PS3, I think you just got to do it on crushing mode. On the PS4, remake the Nathan Drake collection. You have to do speed run on some stages. And believe it or not, it's not that bad. The speed run on 1, 2, and 3. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually fairly easy once you need a stage layout. You can do it. For one, I did watch a guide how to get the platinum, and I watched Square One Games. If I'll put the link in the description because he does such a great job on the games that he goes over any how to for the platinum trophies on that game. If you've ever been interested in a game and you just kind of been discouraged, maybe because you feel like you don't have the time, or it's just you feel like it's gonna be just work and intimidating that you don't want to do that work into it, which I get. There's no shame at all. We have life outside the games. uh, but he does such a great job on these videos that I highly encourage you to watch it because he was able to help me get the platinum trophy for 1. He doesn't do 2 or 3, but because he did such a great job on 1, you could kind of use that and use it for 2 and 3 to get those platinum trophies. Uh, so yeah, if you want, watch his videos, and I'll put the link, like I said, in the description below. I used that for 1, 2, and 3, and then once I did it, I finished it. I told my friends, and I was just like, oh, I was on cloud 9. I was really tired, and I was now looking forward to doing 4 because I know 4 has a lot more difficult trophies, and I wanted to get the PS4 platinum and not do the PS5 Lost Legacy. I wanted to get, the PS4 version platinum trophy, but I remember there being uh, online multiplayer trophies that you had to do, and I wasn't sure if the game was still up and server was still running, or there's even anyone playing. So I was kind of, worried about that one, and I called my buddy Luis, and me and him were talking, and he was like, we were just going over, and he was like, well, if the server's still up, we could make a match if anything, because he wanted to help me out as well. He wants to get it. So I was like, let me check. And I checked, and it was still running. And also, if you did not know, if I did not mention it yet, my bad. I actually did the Platinum Series on my Portal. That's right. This has been such a game changer, lifesaver for me. For me, it's always been that I love playing games and doing everything, but I always feel bad because I'm like away from my wife and son, and sometimes I just want to be around them even when they're not doing anything because just I want to spend time with them in general, and I've been able to do that with this, and I feel like such a dad gamer gift that if someone if I don't know if your husband or boyfriend or anyone dad wants to play it, you should get it for him because it's been so much fun and life changing. I do play the big games on here alone, but like any like in between game like the Uncharted series, which I was talking about, I played on that. Anyways, so before I was talking to my buddy Luis about the online ones, and I was checking it out, the trophies, and it seemed like you had to revive 10 allies, you had to join the online, you had to do a trial, and and then the other one was I think you had to do like 5 matches. You didn't have you don't have to win, but you have to do 5 matches. So I went on a Friday night and I checked and people were playing, and I was like, well, let me knock these out. And I feel bad because those players online, they knew what they were doing. I was not. I did not know what I was doing. I feel bad if I was on that team. I did try. So if you saw me playing online with you, my bad if I ruined your match. But I appreciate that you were playing because I was able to get those trophies. And then from there, I just worked on it. And 4 was the biggest headache. Honestly, it was. There's 2 trophies, sharpshooter and then the speedrun trophy. You gotta finish the whole game in within 6 hours and 30 minutes. Sharpshooter, you gotta have a high accuracy ratio of the game. And those were the 2 ones thought were gonna give me the biggest headache. And honestly, the one that was the collectible one, because I beat the game and I did the chapter select to get the collectibles and treasures and all that. And even though I did it, I didn't get the trophy. That's when I went online and found out that you have to restart the game from a new file, like start fresh. And man, I did not look forward to doing that. That was I was just tired, but I pushed through and I was able to do it. Also on 4, if this is a game you love, and like I said, if you it's no shame at all if you have I don't know, if you just you can't do it because you have life, it's just not your priority to do all that, and you just can't take the time of day to do it. There are workarounds for the speed run, and the sharpshooter trophy. So you can look online and you can find those. And hey, there's no shame in those. You know, it's not an online match. It's something, you know, it's something for you, and you get it done, and you get it done, right? It's a game, and it's a game you love. So yeah, but I did 4, and I remember when I finished doing 4, I wanted to do the Lost Legacy and the Legacy of Thieves. Lost Legacy being Chloe and Nadine, which is a side story after 4. And I had to look up, and I saw there's a platinum trophy for that. But on the Legacy of Thieves, that being Uncharted 4 and the Nadine and Chloe story put into a PS5 format, that was just one platinum trophy. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Now, why not 2? Because you're playing 2 games, which each on their own have platinums of their own. So I was like, well, okay, I'll do the PS4 version of Lost Legacy, get that platinum, and then I'll transfer everything over and get it on the PS5 version. So that's what I did, and that's what it came down to. And took a lot of work. Took about 2 weeks of me doing and playing, but I was able to get it done, and I finished it, and I was so happy. I told my buddies, hopefully that put a fire underneath them. Sound like I did. Sounds also kind of like they were like, whatever. But I think I did put a fire underneath them. My wife was happy I did it. Oh man, it was just a huge thing for me to do. Like I said, I love that franchise. I always want to do it, and I just felt cool doing it. You know, something I never thought I would be able to do, but I was able to do it. And honestly, I'm gonna say, you know, it was great. And if there's any game that you've ever, you know, any franchise that you ever wanted to platinum and try out, let me know in the comments. You know, we talk about it. But after doing that, I do need to play a palate cleanser, you know, like an easy game, because Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming out, and I know that one's gonna take a lot of time. And that is something I'm gonna play in here, so I'll be away from my wife and son. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm very happy about that, and I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, just leave me a comment if there's any game you want to platinum. I'll leave, you know, the link in the description of Square One Games, and have a great day. Bye.